Habit 9, meditation. Now, up to now, we're going to do a summary of up to now, shall I say? Right. So, here we are at habit 9. Already, we were at habit 1, which was optimal hydration. Habit 2, earthing. Habit 3, intermittent fasting, when you learnt the powers of intermittent fasting. Habit 4, optimal breathing. You learnt about nasal breathing and the benefits of nitric oxide. Habit 5, you learnt about all the benefits of deep sleep and good sleep hygiene in habit 5. Habit 6, that's where you learnt about the benefits of regular laughter. Habit 7, we learnt all about good gut health hygiene. The regime of good gut health and the hygiene of it, the cleanliness. Now, and then at habit 8, we talked about regular basic exercise, and now we arrive at habit 9, meditation. Now, a Zen master once said, you should meditate for 20 minutes per day, unless you don't have time, in which case you should meditate for 1 hour a day. Can you see that? What a Zen master said. It says if you can't find 20 minutes, do it for an hour. I got his wisdom straight away, you know, because we make excuses up, don't we, about his time. We all do. We just make excuses up, you know. Now, this, me and David put this as one of the game changers, because we had habit number 1 at hydration, a game changer, and we had habit number 5, quality sleep, a game changer, and this is the big 3. This is the third one, which we say is a game changer, right? Because it is, and it belongs with the other 2, hydration and quality sleep. Now, this changed my life. It changed David's as well. So let me get into it. This works 4 buckets in our bucket system, and to work 4 buckets is amazing. And you've seen the bucket system in the other videos, and this is really powerful. So it operates into 4 of our bucket systems. Now, I'll show you the bucket systems. They're here. Them ones I talked about. And because now we've got mental health, physical health, emotional health, and now we've dropped down there into spiritual health. We've got another one now, see? This is the 4th one, where we haven't been before, spiritual. So this is amazing for your spiritual well-being. You might say I'm not spiritual, but we're all spiritual to a degree, all of us, you know. And yeah, so I'll say that. So we're in 4 buckets. And now, basically, every human operates in 2 states of mind, or 2 modes. These modes or states are survival or creation. So you're either in survival, because survival is about just getting by day to day, and creation is engaging and embracing life. There's a big difference between survival and creation, because creation state is very conducive to your body, very conductive. It promotes repair, regeneration and restoration of your body and your mind, whereas survival, well, you know, in survival, you know, down there you can get into arguments and all sorts of things, you know. Yeah, so there, that's the difference. Survival, creation. Now I'm going to talk about brain waves now. High gamma, peak performance zone. This is your top range, the highest, where athletes go into when they're in the zone, and when you can go into when you're really, really concentrating on something. But you don't want to be in this zone all the time, obviously, because it takes a lot out of you. Now, well, that's gamma. That's 30 to 100 hertz in your brain, the oscillations. Now we've got beta, our normal awake state. Beta or beta, that's 13 to 30 hertz. This is your normal, everyday, going about your day state. Not the heightened state, what we spoke to, the peak state, but your everyday state. And now alpha, we're dropping one down. This is the state which is the very beginning of meditation. It's where you disconnect from your sensory environment and calm your thoughts. This frequency is 8 to 12 hertz. Now, while you're in this state, the alpha state, both your blood pressure and your heart rate lower. This is how relaxing alpha is. And just below alpha is what you call theta or theta, Theta. Now you get into this state just before you fall asleep and just before you awaken in the morning or whenever you awaken. Yeah, it's just before you awaken, just before you go to sleep. This is 4 to 7 hertz. This is deeper than alpha. Now you can get to this state in meditation, because I do personally, and I know David does. And a bit of training, you can get down to these states. We're going to talk about this later. Now, the lowest brainwave state is delta. Now, this is very deep. It's below the 4. This is dreamless deep sleep, and it's very good for your health. This is why, you know, me and David have had that cut off at 9 p.m. or 9:30 when we cut off from our Wi-Fi and as gadgets and devices, because we aim to get in these deep sleep states. That's why we have this early cut-off time. Now, we'll go on now to the aim of meditation. The aim of meditation is simply to release you from the high beta prime survival rate, really, because there's a lot of stress and anxiety, and we're going into this beta state a lot in the day, a lot of us, in modern life. Modern life has thrown a lot at us, and we get up into these high states of brain activity. You can never be away from screens. They're even in shopping arcades or malls. They're everywhere, screens. And they're grabbing your attention, and it's putting you into heightened states, right? So you're always being triggered into heightened states in modern life. 40 years ago, this wasn't the case as much, but now you are being triggered into heightened states. There's a lot going on in the world, what is grabbing your attention. Now, so if you drop down from the beta to the alpha, where we mentioned before, the alpha state, the beginning of meditation, you know, that will really calm you. So, because in beta, at the bottom end, it's where your analytical mind lies, where you think and analyse thousands of thoughts each day. This is the very low end. Alpha's below it, so you're there in the beta there at the lowest end, and you are analysing, thinking, mulling over, thinking, analysing, thinking. It's non-stop. Thousands of thoughts a day go through your mind. Now, that's okay, because we're all normal, human, and we do that. But we want to get down to the alpha. What I've mentioned before, really nail this meditation. And it's quite simple. You might say, I can't meditate, but I know you can, because I'm going to show you how you can get into it. The purpose of meditation, somebody asked me this, why? The why, the purpose. Because we want to get beyond our analytical mind, our monkey mind, yes. we want to get beyond that. Get beyond this. Yeah? Because that's at speed it's going at. It really is. And we want to get beyond that and relax. Because going into alpha, if you do an alpha meditation and get there, without even going deeper, it has many health benefits, as well as boosting later creativity. All the rich families know this. They do it. Yeah, anybody with wealth does this. They know the power. So they do it for creativity. And while you're in alpha, an hormone called serotonin gets released, the feel-good hormone. So you got an added boost there while you're in alpha meditating. So you're finding loads of reasons now to meditate. And there's some good news now. If you get into meditating, which I know you will, if you go deeper and get into the theta and delta states, it has even higher health benefits. There's high health benefits in alpha, but they're even higher in theta and delta. So it's worth sticking with this. And general technique, somebody asked me, how do I do this, Stephen? Get in your body's best position. It might be laid down, it might be on an armchair, it might be on a garden chair, it might be anywhere, right? As long as you're comfortable. Eyes closed, unless you're doing a walking meditation, which we're going to talk about later. And your thoughts, let them float by like clouds. So clouds. Imagine clouds, your thoughts coming out when you're going into alpha. If thoughts come up, just let them float by in clouds. That's what I learned very early on. If thoughts do come up, just let them float by in clouds. Very gently go by. And because there is a meditation linked to this, and I'll tell you about it. Breathing. Proven, right? We talked about nasal breathing in one of the habits. Now, nasal breathing is fantastic for meditation. Long, slow, deep breath through your nose. Like that, relaxed nasal breathing. Yeah. Best time when you're waking up, or you're just woken up, or when you're just going to go to sleep. They're best times. However, any time is good, because I often have a meditation in the middle of the day, around 1 till 3 p.m. I find very good. Now, the types of meditation we will list now, because I said I was going to talk about the walking meditation. Loving kindness meditation, body scan meditation, mindfulness meditation, kundalini yoga meditation, Zen meditation, transcendental meditation, what I do and David does. This is the one what we found great for us. And non-directive mind-wandering meditation. This is where the clouds are going by with your thoughts in. So non-directive, you just close your eyes, you get your nasal breathing right, you get very comfortable, and let them thoughts just pass slowly about, like in a daydream like that, and you'll get deep. Guided meditation, obviously you could use a YouTube video. Jason Stevenson does some very good ones. I could recommend him. He does some very deep meditations which are guided. And there's others, really good meditations. Now there's an activity meditation. Fishing. Yeah. And we'll talk about this in a little while again, fishing. Walking meditation through woodland. Obviously your eyes are open, but you've got your breathing corrected through your nasal breathing, and you're in nature by the trees, and you've all dropped down. There's a few of you, and you're taking the energy in of the woodland, and you get into alpha that way, and that's an open-eyed although the eyes aren't focusing so hard. That's the open-eyed meditation, the walking woodland meditation. Now, medical studies, I found one. It was a 5-year study, and all the people in the study were in their 30s, and after the fact they were urged to do 20 minutes meditation a day over a period of 5 years. Yeah, a lot, but it was a medical study. What they found after these 5 years, obviously they were 5 years older, but listen, improvement in skin elasticity. Yeah, elasticity, skin elasticity. I'll spit that one out. And then improvement in vision after 5 years, improved vision, improved immune system after 5 years, improved auditory hearing function after 5 years, and both emotional and mental health improved after the 5 years study. Can you see the benefits now? That was one study I found on meditation, with the most in-depth study, shall I say. Now, you've already been meditating before. This is why I know you can meditate. Because you do it while you're driving your car, right? Because miles pass and you think, how have I got here? You've actually drove in a meditative state because you've gone 10 miles or so and wondering, wow, I'm here already. That is driving in meditation. We've all done it. Watching TV, when somebody says, do you want a drink, and they have to do this across you, you're actually in alpha zone when they're doing that. So you've been in meditation, watching a film or whatever, a box set, you've been deep in meditation already. So you know how to do it. And the top of the tree here is fishermen watching their floats, right? So they are focused on that float. Heartbeat slows down, blood pressure lowers. They are in alpha while, so I envy the fishermen because they are naturally meditating. So they're the leaders, you know. If they're away every weekend, they're dropping deep in for hours and hours of meditation. Now after all what I've said, I want you to aim for 20 minutes per day. And like the Zen master said, if you can't find 20 minutes, do it for an hour. Use the nasal breathing habit, what I mentioned back in the breathing habit. Use nasal breathing. It's a tried and tested method from the top meditators of the world, the Zen Buddhists and whatnot. They're the nasal breathers. And experiment with the types of meditation what I've already laid out. Because when I did my experimentation, I find transcendental meditation suited me. I also like the non-guided with the clouds, with my thoughts in the clouds. I do like that as well. So I've got two what I prefer. Now you go through that list. Some of you might like Kundalini Yoga, you see, if you like a bit of the stretching and yoga. Some people might like a walking meditation. We're all different, but there's a list. I give 10 different meditations out. Find what suits you, works for you, and just let go. I've been doing this for years, you know, and I just let go. It becomes very simple. Do you know, I can do it in noisy places now. I've got that good at it. And David is also highly evolved in meditation. We both are. And we want you and ask you to give this a try, because it's the number 3 of our 3 game changers. The hydration, obviously, that was number 1, you know. And so this is coming at number 3. And please try out meditation. You will not regret it. And thank you for listening. And I'll see you in some meditation zone later. Okay, goodbye.